Hi, welcome to an hour with Sir Noni editorial. Online gambling, a silent plague on the poor. In the shadows of everyday hardship, a new form of exploitation thrives. Online gambling. Once hailed as the modern industry with economic potential, it has instead become a silent plague, especially for poor Filipinos desperate to escape poverty. What masquerades as entertainment is in reality a carefully designed trap that targets the most vulnerable. Online gambling is no longer just a vice. It is a predatory system that feeds on economic despair, erodes family stability, and deepens poverty it pretends to solve. For many Filipinos, life is a daily struggle. Minimum wage earners, tricycle drivers, vendors, and jobless youth are often drawn into online gambling by one powerful illusion that a single bet can change their life. With just few pesos and a mobile phone, they place bets on digital cockpits, slot machines, or number games, hoping for a miracle. At first, it may feel like harmless fun, but soon enough, small losses turn into larger ones. Salaries, savings, even money for food or tuition are gambled away in pursuit of a win that almost never comes. This is not an entertainment. It is a systemic exploitation. These platforms are designed to be addictive, triggering psychological urges that keeps users betting long after logic tells them to stop. In poorer communities, the effects of online gambling are devastating. Children go hungry because parents have lost their day's earnings to an online sabong site. Domestic fights erupt over lost money. Debts mount. In extreme cases, people turn to theft, violence, or even suicide when the weight of addiction becomes unbearable. Wives plead to their husbands to stop. Children witness their parents spiral. What was once just online laro becomes a family crisis. Yet because it all happens on the phone screen, often in private, many never see the wreckage until it's too late. The danger of online gambling lies in its accessibility. In the past, gambling required effort. You had to go to the casino or betting station. Today, with a smartphone and a cheap mobile data, the casino is in your pocket. There are no closing hours, no gatekeepers, just endless opportunities to lose money you don't have. And the poor who already face limited options for income are the most at risk. Online gambling is fast becoming the newest tool of oppression, one that robs people of what little they have left: time, money, and hope. While authorities have made efforts to regulate certain gambling platforms, these efforts are often half hearted and ineffective. Illegal betting sites remain accessible. Foreign run online gambling companies continue to operate with impunity. Some even enjoy quiet protection from officials who profit from the industry. Meanwhile, the very communities that suffer the most are ignored. It is time for the government to stop treating gambling as a revenue stream and start treating it as a public health issue. If it continues to allow online gambling to grow unchecked, it becomes complicit in the suffering of the Filipino people. Now, the question is, what must be done? Here are my unsolicited advice. Ban or strictly limit online gambling, not just regulate it. If the cost to the poor outweighs the benefit, it must be stopped. Public education campaigns. Inform communities about the risk, and signs of gambling addiction. Mental health and addiction support. Set up helplines and local programs to support affected individuals and families. Crack down on illegal sites, finally, wherein government should hunt down and shut down platforms that prey on Filipinos, especially those operating without licenses. Online gambling is not a game. It is a slow-moving disaster. While it enriches a few, it enslaves the many. The poor, already burdened by rising prices and unlimited opportunities, now face yet another enemy that lie that gambling is the way out. It is time for the nation to wake up. Online gambling is not development, it is destruction. Let us not wait until more Filipinos are broken, more lives are ruined, and more futures lost. The poor deserve real hope, not a digital addiction dressed up as luck.